Your first crochet project is going to look bad. Nobody tells you that before you pick up a hook. But stay with me, because that's actually the best news you'll hear today. Here's the thing. Every single person who makes stunning crochet pieces, the kind you see online and think, there's no way I could make that, they all started with something crooked, lumpy, and honestly kind of ugly. That's not a failure, that's just step one. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through some of the most beautiful, elegant, and honestly jaw-dropping crochet ideas that anyone can make, even if you've never held a hook in your life. No fancy skills, no expensive supplies, just simple stitches, repeated the right way, turning into things that look like they came from a boutique store. So if you've ever looked at crochet and thought it's too hard, too old-fashioned, or just not for you, stick around because I'm about to change your mind completely. Let's talk about the real problem first, because I think this is where most people get stuck before they even start. When people think of crochet, they picture their grandma's couch blanket from 1987. Kind of scratchy, kind of outdated, definitely not something you'd want in your living room today. And that image sticks in people's heads so hard that they never even try. They assume crochet equals old and boring. Or they try it once, mess up a stitch count, end up with something that looks like a deflated balloon, and they quit right there, thinking they're just not talented enough. But here's what nobody explains to beginners. Crochet is not about talent, it's about repetition. If you can make one stitch, you can make 100 of the same stitch, and 100 of the same stitch, done with the right yarn and the right colors, turns into something that looks expensive, modern, and honestly kind of impressive. The gap between beginner mess and beautiful handmade piece is smaller than you think. It's usually just a few tries and picking the right first projects. So let's get into it. The first idea, and honestly the easiest one to start with, is a simple coaster set. You just use one basic stitch, worked in a circle, over and over. Sounds boring, right? But here's the trick. Use a soft cotton yarn in a color like sage green, cream, or dusty pink, and suddenly these little circles look like something from a home decor shop. Add a tiny loop at the top so you can hang them, and now you've got a whole matching set sitting on your coffee table that took maybe 20 minutes each. People will ask where you bought them. You didn't buy them, you made them in one evening while watching TV. The second idea is a chunky knit look scarf. I know it says crochet, but when you use thick yarn, the kind that looks like a fluffy rope, and a basic stitch pattern, it comes out looking like those expensive chunky scarves you see in fall fashion photos. This one's great because thick yarn works up fast. You're not sitting there for weeks. You could realistically finish a full scarf in one weekend, and it looks like something out of a magazine, not something a beginner made on their first try. Next, and this one might be my favorite, is the granny square tote bag. Now, granny squares get a bad reputation because people think of that old blanket look again. But when you make small squares, sew them together in a clean grid, and use just 2 or 3 colors that actually match each other, like a soft terracotta with cream and a deep brown, it turns into this trendy boho tote bag that looks like it belongs in a fashion store window. And the best part is each square is small enough that it doesn't feel overwhelming. You're not trying to finish one giant project. You're making tiny wins, one square at a time, and watching them turn into something bigger. Another idea that's incredibly popular right now is small amigurumi pieces, like a tiny heart, a mini flower, or a little mushroom keychain. These are small, stuffed, 3-dimensional shapes. They sound complicated because they're 3D, but honestly, they're just a bunch of simple stitches worked in a spiral. The shape happens almost by accident because of how the stitches are placed. These make amazing gifts too, because a tiny handmade heart or mushroom charm feels so much more personal than something store-bought, and it costs you almost nothing to make. Let's talk about plant hangers next, because this is where crochet really surprises people. A macrame-style plant hanger made with basic chain stitches and a simple knot pattern at the bottom turns any plain plant pot into this elegant hanging display. You see these all over home design pages, and people assume there's some complicated craft that takes years to learn. In reality, it's just chains and simple loops repeated in a pattern. Hang it near a window with a small plant inside, and your room instantly looks more put together, more calm, more like something from a home magazine. Headbands and ear warmers are another beginner favorite, and for good reason. You're working in a straight strip or a simple loop, there's no complicated shaping involved, and you finish in under an hour most of the time. Use a soft, fuzzy yarn in a neutral tone like oatmeal or a rich burgundy, and it looks like something you'd find at a boutique for $30, except you made it yourself in less time than it takes to watch a movie. Now here's where things get a little more advanced, but still totally doable. A baby blanket made from granny squares. This is where you start to feel like a real crochet person, not just someone who makes small things here and there. You take that same granny square skill from the tote bag, but instead of 6 or 8 squares, you make 30 or 40 and join them together into a full blanket. Pick soft pastel colors or even a gender-neutral palette like sage, cream, and blush, and this blanket becomes the kind of gift people cry over. Baby blankets like this sell for real money online because they take time and look genuinely elegant, but making one yourself, square by square, feels completely manageable once you break it down like that. And this brings me to what I think is the real turning point for most people who try crochet, the moment that actually changes how they see the whole hobby. It's not the first coaster, it's not even the first scarf. It's the moment you finish your first big project, something like that granny square blanket, and you lay it out flat for the first time and realize this actually looks good. Like really good, not good for a beginner, just good. That moment hits different, because up until then, you've been making small things, testing stitches, maybe messing up a few rows here and there. But when you finish something big, something you can wrap around yourself or give to someone else, and it looks clean and even and genuinely beautiful, that's when it clicks. That's when people go from, I'm just trying this out, to, okay, what am I making next? That single moment of holding a finished piece, one that looks like it came from a store but you know came from your own hands, is honestly the whole reason this hobby is so addictive. It's not really about the yarn or the hook, it's about that feeling of turning simple loops into something real. One more idea before we wrap up, and it's a small one, but it might have the biggest impact for the least amount of work. Crochet flowers. Tiny, simple flowers made from a few rounds of stitches in any color you want. These flowers can go literally on anything. Pin one onto a plain tote bag and it suddenly looks designer. Sew a few onto a plain t-shirt and it looks handmade in a good way, like something from a small boutique brand. Attach one to a hair clip, a bookmark, or even a gift box, and it instantly elevates whatever it's attached to. This is the secret a lot of experienced crocheters use. They don't always make big, complicated things. Sometimes they just make small flowers and scatter that little bit of handmade elegance onto everyday objects. So here's what all of this really comes down to. Beautiful crochet doesn't mean complicated crochet. Almost every single idea we just went through uses the same handful of basic